We talked very long about what we could talk about, and we have so many different points. But let's talk about some of the potential goal options that we want to cover. One of the things you wrote down on our pre-checklist was to prepare the human and not just the tech, right?
Right.
For those who don't understand what the heck that is, what did you mean with that?
Well, the point that I was suggesting there was that it's important also to observe not just what technology we're deploying, but who's going to be supported by it. And we have quite a quick growth in technology, especially if we're looking at the AI specifically, right? I mean, the AI that we use today is so much better than the ChatGPT 3 years ago. So, I mean, it's really quickly growing, and the applications are growing. But at the same time is our professional skill set also growing, right? So the two need to grow in parallel. Our tools can do more and more and more, but if we don't catch up with them, or if we don't also grow, the tools really will start eating away at our professional capabilities rather than just our job. Right? So it's really important that there is a human aspect in the way we deploy, the way we really configure the usage of AI in our professions. And it should be a loop. The tool improves, but the human skill sets improve. The tool improves, the human skill sets improve. It should be something that works together.
Now, you're a long-standing educator, just like I am,
right,
in different companies, big, large companies. Where do you see most companies standing right now with their development of AI skills? Because that's one of the things we're talking about. If we want to involve the human being and make them more deterministic in the way also that AI develops, right? Also from its design or its purpose, right?
Getting people more determined.
Yeah, getting people up to speed on what the heck it is and what it can do is a key factor, right? How would you judge right now the companies that you've seen? How prepared are they?
There's big differences. It's really it's difficult to say this is the situation, right? For example, very big companies tend to be much further down the line. I work with a lot of small and medium-sized companies, mainly in Southern Europe and Italy, and they are really at the very beginning. And they are struggling to implement things properly. So the difference between these two types of companies, right, the big massive corporations and the small family-owned companies, is becoming wider and wider and wider. So that cannot be a good thing, right? Yeah. That is something that must be.
Do you see different challenges, whether it's small, medium, or large? Or is it a similar dilemma that they're facing when it comes to upskilling?
Different challenges, definitely different challenges. And it's not that the challenges for the big companies are less complex than they are for the small company. That's not the point. The challenges are different, but they are complex for the company, no matter what it is that you're referring to. But the capabilities are different. If I'm Philips or SAP, I can throw a couple of million onto the table in order to get something started. If I'm a small company that has 150 employees, that million might be the margin that I have at the end of the year. So the capabilities that these companies have, the opportunities that they have, are very different. And so also the approach that they take when starting something